for a bookstore like this to survive in whatever year it is, I think it's 2008, requires a little bit of creativity. On a very chilly Sunday morning, my name is Tom Kelch, and I'm the fellow responsible for managing, when it doesn't manage me, this place called Reading Room Books, which is in Wabash in Indiana. This is a store that's been around for a while. It's had a great reputation over the years. That reputation has declined, but one of my goals here has been to replenish what I have considered to be a much neglected garden. First of all, I didn't start the bookstore. The bookstore has been here in this location for about 30 years, actually a little over 30 years. I started working here as a volunteer mainly because I remembered what a great bookstore it was when it was a real bookstore. And that was when John Mason had the store.
Tom Kelch's a great guy. He has, I think, a point of view that is perhaps a point of view that is necessary to have in the used book trade, in that he has Catholic tastes, in that he embraces all kinds of subject areas in relation to his customers as well as for the books that he buys and for the customers and sells to the customers.
This is a first printing of the trade run of this book. It's not a true first, but because of the way Stephen King markets his books, true firsts are special editions. The true firsts are special editions, and no Stephen King fan can afford to buy them. It's, you know, he's discovered marketing. I was born here. My dad worked in the local limestone industry, and he, by way of his company, did some experimentation with the production of rock wool. And so we moved east when I was just a few years old, actually. And I grew up in the very eastern panhandle of West Virginia. I do a great deal of research, mostly related to local history. In specific areas. I'm not a generalist at all. I pick fairly narrow areas, which I think are important. And I research them thoroughly, and on a good day, make that information available to people. So local history becomes an element of accuracy as opposed to myth, for example. And as far as my interest in things local is concerned, that research covers a range of areas, but they're pretty narrow and pretty specific. They might involve sidewalks in Wabash. This doorway leads out into a space, as you can see. And it's a part of a tunnel system that extended throughout the entirety of the downtown area. These tunnels are presently being filled in to accommodate new sidewalks for the town. a favorite quote of mine. It's a quote from The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, T.S. Eliot. And the quote is approximately, consequently, I rejoice in having to construct something on which to rejoice. So do I have a need to create in one way or another? Yep.